FP Kopara. Oh, okay, FP Kopara T code. Copying from previous run. SD4. So I'll create sec1. Okay. Change the BP. Oh, let me copy from the COH table. So it will copy from the COH table. So this is my BP. It will run basically from the TFKK COH table. Contract account. (0903). Correspondence type 12 is security deposit. I can enter the application form, but anyways, it will pick up application form. Let me add as well. Now here I have option real print, test print, repeat printout. Real print means if I do a real print, it will generate the print and it will populate the copy. It will populate the print date. Test print means I can print multiple time. And if I do a test print, then I can do repeat printout. If I do real print, I cannot do repeat printout. Okay. So I'm going ahead with real print only. Additional information, save. So if there is an issue, it will show a pop-up that this combination contains no correspondence. Like that, a pop-up will come. Okay. So I did not get any pop-up. That means the correspondence is being considered. So schedule program run and okay. Refresh. So it says completed. Let me see the application log. If there is any error. Oh, there is an error. Why? No entry in R100. Oh, somebody has changed or what? R100 posting area has some missing config. Let me configure and rerun. Which screen shall I use? /n fqc0 R100. Let's see what is that. Okay, my company code is not assigned here. For form printing, I have to assign my company code. I'll just simply copy from any of the single copy 0903. Form ID. Just a form ID is needed. Okay, save. So I'll run one more time FP Copara, which did not generate earlier. So the error it tells
Name
me
also which posting area we have to update.
same. I think it will ask for S100 or something. Let me check. No, I don't think it is. R stands for utility. I think it will be the same. R100. R100. It does not say anything about utility or something. Okay, you'll try maybe with S posting area R100 only. You will try. Okay. Now let me run one more time. Sec2. Save. Schedule program run. Okay. Running. Previously it directly became completed. Now it is taking time. Running. Completed. Let's see application log. Now it is green. I have 12 messages. Successful print. Okay. Now to see the print, I will go to spool. It will generate a spool /n sp01. Today's date with my ID. Execute. Spool is generated. Correspondence printing for sec2. This is the data ID. This is identification. Okay. So my data ID was this one in a YYYYMMDD format, and then sec2 is the identification. Let's see the standard uh, spool. So with the SAP's logo, it says today's date, our agent, telephone, blah blah blah. This is the BP. This is the document number. Dear Mr. John Smith, it has dynamically derived John Smith's address. Okay, please pay your security deposit of $80 for your account. This is the CA number, John Smith. Please use the transfer slip provided to make the security deposit payment by dot dot. Yours sincerely, IDS Holding. So uh, in real project, you will see some changes are required here. The company's logo will be there. Then the due date will be mentioned here. Then please pay by using the following link, some QR code, anything should be. I mean, in real project, you will see that customization is needed. Now, how do I configure this? So let me show you that as well. And here the print date is blank. You will see the print date will be populated. So refresh and copy print date. Okay, today's date is now populated. Okay, so how to, so currently it has picked up ISU CA security deposit security request SF. How to assign that? /n SPRO reference IMG, go to financial accounting, new contract on sale payable, basic function. Here you'll see correspondences. Okay, expand correspondences. Here you'll see different correspondence types are already configured. 12 is security deposit, and bottom people may have created. I mean, after that, 110 people may have HL, blah blah blah, learner rebook, learner cancellation, like that. Lots of people are creating on their own config. Mostly in CRM, a lot of correspondences are required, like welcome letter, a lot of deactivation letter, blah blah blah. So first step is here 12. This is standard, you don't have to do. Now you go to define standard form classes for correspondence. Come here. Then against 12 we have assigned the form class. This is the step number 2. Standard form class I have assigned. Then come down, define application form for correspondence. Against 12, application form is assigned. You'll also see some RDP or something. What is RDI form? I don't know what does RDI do, but this is where this is the control. Okay, cash receipt. I think I tried the cash receipt yesterday. Some issue was there. For every activity, returns, account statement, dunning, all the application forms are assigned here. Okay, so if you're using Z, then you will assign a Z form, and you know how to see the form /n EFRM. Enter the application form and click on display. The form structure will be displayed. This is standard only. So from here, Avatar will know. They will create the form and they will give it to you.
This EFRM is FICA transaction or it is
No,
normal?
this is global. Your FI forms are also can be shown here. I work in FI project. There also I create here, and it will show you high level. How does the
But
form look like?
smart form also transaction code is there, right? Is smart form something?
Yeah. Smart form also /n SMARTFORM. I
No?
think there is an S. Yes, I heard smart forms. Yeah, smart form. And whatever smart forms are assigned, you can check from here.
Yeah. Can we just enter our form which we enter in EFRM?
Did I do control? I think I came out star sec star. I think it was a smart form only. I saw SF at the end. Yes. I think this one. Same screen, EFRM. So here only the display screen is there. In EFRM, we had lot of hierarchy, lot of radio buttons. Okay, only the last screen is shown from smartphone. So they can control. So you just need to give the logic and they will do accordingly. Okay, so we will come back to the main part. Correspondence, I generally I don't show, but in last batch, one of the one tester guy, he mentioned that, hey, how do I send this? So I included that. So every batch I get like suggestion and I add it for the next batch. Okay. So now SD is created, and this SD is generated in the sorry, in the FPL9, and it will have, oh, sorry, the payment will have restriction too. So this is the invoice. Now the customer pays. Okay, so customer can pay if he has payment method, he can pay via FPY1, or if he wants to manually pay, he can pay via cash desk or uh, FP05. So I'm just going to receive the payment via FP05. Okay,
So
because that
these
is,
forms and all, we don't have to means assign anywhere. For example, business partner master data or
no, no, no,
contact
no,
master data.
no, no,
So
because that BP will have several forms, one for dunning, one for return. So that's why at
uh,
master data level, we don't have to assign. Each
okay,
correspondence type level we will assign. Okay.
okay.
So master data, there is one control we have. Let me show you that. Sorry. In the CA master, you'll see a dunning correspondence tab. Here you can mention the dispatch control, like email versus fax, print. That thing you can mention. Okay, that's all.
Okay.
You can put a correspondence lock as well. It will not go even if uh, we posted security deposit. It will not go. It will not generate in FP Copara. Okay.
Mm. Some variant is also there, correspondence variant, and also maybe in that variant there would be some option of entering form.
I have not used that. Do I see? Let me check. Correspondence. Where did it go? Basic function. Correspondence. Okay. Configure correspondence variant. I can see. So these are the variant. Send account information. Okay. Here correspondence type is assigned. Then account. Then period dispatch control. I don't see
Just
any
double
form.
click on that. Just double click on that.
This is the last node. It does not
Okay.
go further. Let me check in the lower node. Define correspondence roles, configure address determination. These are different. Master data level, we don't use. I don't know if it can be used, but mostly in all the project I have worked, it is never used. Okay. So let's go back to the where we were discussing. Now let's collect the payment. /n fp05. I'm going to collect the payment. PAY 0704/1. Now uh, although it was I backdate, but the documented posting date I could not backdate. Okay, so as per the SD request, which is the start date is 1/4/23. Now it is immediately due. Say on 2/4/23, the customer pays the security deposit. Okay, one day, because one day it will take to reach the correspondence. So I'm going to collect the money on 2/4/23. So FPO5, I'll just enter 2/4/23. So in this case, my payment will be backdated, but my SD will not be backdated because SD will SD has a current date, today's date. Okay. $80 payment. I will collect the payment at document level. I don't want it to clear anything else. And this is the invoice number. This is the document SD document number. Let me validate from FPL9 1038 security deposit request 1038. Okay. Save. posting made. Now go to FPL9. So my SD is open. I'll just refresh. Now my SD is also cleared. I just need to find the SD security deposit DD. Where did it go? Cache disk security deposit request. Okay, so this is the document number and it is cleared by this 67. So I'll put a filter. This is the payment. Okay, so payment document will have 2010. Payment has 2010 as per the config, and payment will have payment is real. So in the header you will see payment has a reconciliation key. Because payment is real, it will go to FI. It is not noted item. It has, it is normal posting, and it will have a restriction. In the payment data we have CR2. That means it will not be released, sorry, it will not be cleared till it is released. Okay, CR2. Now somebody will say, okay, it is so cleared already, why do I wait for cleared? It is cleared with a statistical item. It has not cleared with any real item. Okay, so we post the, because why do we post this statistical document? Because I can post the statistical debit, so that if the payment does not come, I can follow up, I can send dunning, I can do late payment fee on the debit. That's why the statistical debit is posted. Okay, but that is not the when I post the 80, the customer doesn't owe me 80. It is part of the agreement that they will pay me advance as security deposit, but it is not actually any any money that they owe us. Okay, sorry, yes, that they owe us. Now the payment, it is
So
cleared,
in
but
this
it will be,
payment document, we can see this request also, right? Somewhere
yeah,
against which request this
i-
payment is
i-
there.
in the cleared document you'll see the cleared document, it will show you. Now in the uh, ECC, you will from this screen you will not see the security deposit. If you create the security deposit in S4 here, similar to the clearing data, a push button will be there which will take you to the security deposit screen, FPSec3 screen. Okay, in ECC that radio button is not available. So this is one improvement in the S4 side. So if you click that radio button, it will take you to FPSec3 screen. Now currently my FPSec3 is requested and this is yellow. Okay, and on the right hand side you see clearing doc is blank. Now it will be paid. It can be partially paid. Suppose I post 80, if I post 60, then it would say partially paid. Right now it is fully paid. So I don't have a refresh button, so I will just go back and come again. I'll go back, I'll come again. It says paid, it is green, that is cleared, and the start date is replaced by payment date. Remember I checked that calculate start date from payment date, not from request date. Okay, so it is now cleared, and you see the payment clearing document is mentioned here. Now here in what I was saying, that once I'm saying that the payment is cleared, on the next moment I'm saying that payment is not cleared. So payment is cleared with the sense that the payment is cleared with a statistical debit, but the payment is not cleared in the sense, so I'll go back in the main screen of the FPL9. You see the $80 payment is looking like it is cleared, but you go to the down payment tab, you will see the payment is here. Okay, this payment is waiting for the CR2 to be removed. When will the CR2 remove? When the security deposit will be released. That is the CR2. That means even if I post invoice, I don't have the auto clear functionality configured yet. That's why I cannot show you. But even if I post an invoice, or after that I run auto clear, this payment will not participate in clearing because it has a restriction. Sorry, it has this CR2. That means it will not be cleared unless it is released. Okay. Now I have two options, because first option is I can manually release. If I manually release, then it will not go ahead with the two restriction. There are two restriction. First restriction is that my system rate has to be at least from the document, from the payment posting date, I will wait for 1 year. First restriction. Second restriction is customers credit worthiness has to be less than equal to 50. If I release manually, then these two restriction will not be adhered to. Even if it is less than 1 year, or even if the customer has a credit worthiness of 100, I can still release manually. Just 1 minute.
So on this
Just just
receivable
just
tab,
just
okay,
1 minute. Just give me 1 minute. Sorry, Ganesh, tell me.
no, on this receivable tab, when we create the security deposit and its statistical item, so just
Hmm.
by looking FPL this 9, can we
Hmm.
find out which one is statistical, which one is real, means where document is posted actually by
There I
looking
can
this.
add a statistical key if in the layout, the when I
Okay,
did the layout, if I add one statistical field as well, that way I can see which one is statistical, which one is real.
okay, so that way, like noted whether it is noted item or something, so that
Hmm.
layout wise we can figure it out, right?
Yes, yes. From
And
outside, okay, one more thing. Here as
mm,
well, I can create a new layout which will show me only statistical equal to H. Remember we did, I showed you here in the account balance display, there is one account balance display list type, list category. So I can create one item where I have this checked. Instead of all, I can add this checked, and that I'll
mm,
name it as cash security deposit. So when I select that list type, it will show me only cash security deposit request. Okay, rest all
okay,
will not be shown. But similar to
okay.
FI, I don't have a checkbox which says noted item, parked item. That option I don't have in FICA.
Okay, okay. No, that's fine. And last thing that if, for example, security deposit is created and if somebody wants to reverse it
Hmm.
due to whatever reason, so can we do in FP Sec 2 only or how
Yes,
we?
yes, yes. We can do FP Sec 2. So here
Okay.
you can edit it. Now I can. I never reversed it.
Can
Cancel is taking me back. I think I have to do FP08 only. Edit, new receivable, release, partial release, cancel, security deposit, display change. I'm already in change, edit, choose, no, release, code
or maybe in
format.
FPL 9 if we go right click on that line item,
Yeah, I think, yeah, if FP08, that way I can do.
whether
Okay, but
FP,
anyways,
okay,
reversal config is not, we have not done, so I cannot show you. Even that way also I'll get a main sub error. This main transaction not created, this sub transaction not created, not assigned to 0903. All this thing will come. Okay, so
okay.
I think via FP08 you can reverse. Okay, so as I was saying that if I want to release without respecting whatever is the restriction, that way I can do it here. But that is done for special customers. Say he's very special customer, I don't want to uh, I want to maintain good relationship with them, so I will just release maybe within 2 or 3 months. In one request I'll just release. But as we know that FICA, lots of customer, thousands of customer will have SD, so release is done in a batch process. Okay, the batch will run and batch will say check in the standard batch only. If you want to do customization, that we can do, but in the standard batch only, it will check that if my, when say I run for 5 security deposits, and or maybe I'll run with blank security deposit, so it will check that how many items has return date less than equal to 74. If I run today, it will check how many SDs have return date less than equal to 74, and it will simply release that. Okay, when that will release, in that case the return date will be followed, the credit worthiness will also be followed. Okay, so I'm going to show you that. So um, here also you can release. So let me tell you, let me show you when you release what will happen. So here you'll get a pop-up saying what will happen. Okay, but I'm not going to release manually. I'm going to release for the batch process only, but let me show you. So select on release, it will tell you what will happen. If you release all cash security deposits, then the clearing restriction is removed. That is CR2 will be removed from all related cash security deposit payments. If the return date is in future, it will be set to current date. That means if you release from here, even future return dated items will also be released. Okay, do you want to release? I say no, because I want to release from the batch process. What is this other okay, so I will just come out from here so that I am not blocking it. So for that there is a job, there is a T code called fprl. Okay, sorry, /n fprl. So I will enter my CA 300 2016 and with today's date 0704/2024, and first I'll run with simulation. It will say that it is eligible for release because my return date is less than 0704. But what if I run it with 0104? That is, in this case my return date is in future, 1 day future. You'll see it is not available for release. It is not coming because uh, in the simulation itself it is checking that okay, whatever date I have mentioned here, this will run every day with the batch date, with the system date. So if it today is 1st of April, I run this, it will not be eligible for release. But if I run it with 2nd of April, when it will be 2nd of April, the batch will run without any CA, blank it will run, and it will tell that okay, release date is reached and it will be released. Okay, so if I want to see with today's date how many SDs are eligible for release, okay, with simulation run, because I don't want to mess up other whoever is practicing. So you'll see whatever items you'll see, all of them, all of their return date will be less than today's date. So maximum is I think hour only. So these are all less. Okay, so not only it will do that, it will also check the credit worthiness. Right now I don't have any credit worthiness because I have not configured any credit worthiness, and no default path I have exercised. I have not done any default activity like payment is returned, uh, account is done, all those. When I do those config, the default path there, the credit worthiness will fall. Okay, still if you want to see how to check the credit worthiness, you'll go to the BP, open the BP, then go to environment, additional environment, and click on credit worthiness. Okay, there is still no credit worthiness data for business partner because I have not done any default path. So both way we are good. That is return date, date wise and credit worthiness wise, it are we are good. So I'm not going to release all the SD. I'm just releasing my SD. Okay, people are practicing, all of them has caged some birds. I'm not going to release all the birds, I'm going to release my bird. Okay, so my bird is 300 2016. So first with simulation it is eligible. Now without simulation I will execute. Okay, update run security deposit released. Okay, so it is now released. I will go to the security deposit screen which was paid. Now the status will be released. Okay, but still the story is not ended. Picture abhi baki hai because it is still released. It will be ended when it will be returned. Return means now it is eligible for clearing. Now when the clearing will happen, we'll call it okay, it is now returned. Okay, so the next cycle invoice will come, then it will clear. Once it is cleared, then it will be returned. Return date is reached, but I have not returned it. Either I can return means I with the next cycle invoice I can clear, or I can refund. Only after that it will be returned. Once it is returned, then we will say if it is partially cleared, then it will be partially returned. But when it is fully returned, then we will say that it is completed. Okay. Now our CR2 should be removed. So I'll go back to FPL9, which is here. My payment is in down payment. It will be removed from the down payment and it will be available in the receivable tab. Okay, and it has CR2. We have already seen. Now I am refreshing. Down payment does not have the payment, and the payment appears in the receivable tab. Okay, this is the incoming payment which is against SD. So if I double click, I can see that how to understand that this payment came against SD. It is 2010. Okay, cash security deposit payment, and it is down payment. And in the payment data, now the restriction is gone. CR2 is gone. Is there a separate path for configuring creditworthiness? Creditworthiness is not done in FICA. Creditworthiness is done in the FSCM, which is a separate module. You can check the module. It is under FI only. So financial accounting, sorry, not under FI. We have financial supply chain management where we have credit management. Here it is configured. Okay, and creditworthiness config means for each default the creditworthiness point is added. That config is here. I will show that config, that first default at 10 point, second default at 20 point, third default 30 point. That config is here in FICA. But mostly the all the credit related activity, credit score, all this thing is done in the credit management. Okay, I worked in a project, in my first project only. We had integration with FSCM, but I was very junior back then. I don't know how was it integrated, but I did few of them. Like they have risk profile, high, medium, low. If the credit score between 100 to 200, it is high. It is that kind of config I did. Okay, so that all those things are available here, credit management. Okay, I
But
think
basic this point one that we will cover in our Dunning session, right? Or
yes,
maybe
yes. Yeah, awarding creditworthiness points that I'm going to cover. It will start from return only. Before
the return
done,
on.
yeah,
Okay.
return is the first default path. After that, we'll go to those more shameless default path. Right now, it is we're in a good position, so people are paying. So slowly, we'll go to that step, because 5K is all about credit and collection management. Okay. Now I'm going to return the security deposit. For that, our clearing config must be needed. Okay, so clearing can be done in two ways. One is called the batch clearing, which is called auto clear, and the second one is the manual clearing, which I'm going to show today. Next week I'm going to show you batch clearing. So the manual clearing is called account maintenance. Okay, so for account maintenance, let me quickly configure or show you the config, then I will return the security deposit payment. So financial accounting, new contract account, receivable, payable. Then we have open item management. There we have defined default values for account maintenance. Come here, and this is the config. When I do the account maintenance, the document type will be AM. You can change, but clearing reason do not change. Okay, clearing reason, if you change, it will impact. 08 is the clearing reason for account maintenance. Then 15 is the clearing reason for automatic clearing. Auto clear is a batch. Right now I'm showing the manual. Next week I'll show the batch. And here we have a create proposal. Create proposal means SAP, when you manually try to clear, SAP will propose you a clearing. Say I have 2 debits and 3 credits. If you check this X, then SAP will propose that, okay, clear this with this one, clear this with this one, and leaving it blank. Okay, so SAP will propose you as per the clearing rule. If you keep it blank, then SAP will not propose. You have to do the mapping, like which boy to marry which girl. You have to manually choose. If you check this, then SAP will propose. If you don't check this, then manually you have to pick and choose. Okay, so I have checked it mostly. After SAP's proposal, also we may disregard their proposal. We have this option. Okay, that's why it is mostly checked, uh, uh, because SAP's proposal they can follow or they may skip it. Okay, this is the only config. Now let's clear manually. So I'll go to FPL 9. I must have multiple debits and I must have at least $80 debit, else I cannot clear. Okay, so I'll go back and I'll run with all open items to see, do I have at least $80? No, I am short. Okay, so if I clear this one and this one, then it will be partially returned. It will be not fully returned. Unless I fully return, it does not end. So I will post some debit to cover this, to cover the balance. Okay. So let me post maybe 80 minus 63 is coming as $16. So let me post a $20. Okay. So I'll go real quick. I'll post a debit slash n FPE1. How much am I supposed to post? $20, I think. 20 debit save. Now refresh. Okay. So I'm going to clear this one, and this one. Okay. So right click and go to account maintenance. And the clearing reason and document type is picked up from the config. In the config, we told that clearing reason will be 08 and doc type will be AM. Okay. So 08 AM and create proposal is checked. That means SAP will create a proposal. I may or may not like the proposal, but SAP will create a proposal. Okay, with that, I'm going for open items. It will post a document, so recon key is needed. Okay, SAP has created its clearing. SAP has proposed me the clearing. I can go ahead. I have to make sure that before I clear, my this should be green and difference should be 0. Okay, so as per SAP's request, my 80 will be fully cleared. I can go ahead with this solution, or what I can do, I can create my own. So I'll select all, I'll deactivate all. Okay, then I will select 80, this and this, and I will activate. Okay, I don't want the 10, I want this 80 should be gone. Okay, so 80 with 80. So for that I have to do little calculation. So 80 minus 63.60. So 16.4 I will assign here 16.4. See the difference. This is red. This is my not 0. So 16.4 I have to assign. Sorry, comma 16 comma 4. Okay, now it is 0. That means entire 63 I'm going to consume here, and here out of 20.60, 16.40 is consumed here. Previously what SAP proposed, that the 10 should also be cleared. Okay, because I have around 4.20, that 4.20 can be cleared here. But anyways, I want to make sure that my security deposit is fully cleared. Okay, so with that, I'm going to click on save or post. Okay, clearing document posted. So if I hit refresh, my open item will be from the 10 minus 10, but this 80 will be fully gone. Okay, so refresh, my 80 is fully gone. Nowhere I can see the 80. So now if I go back to my security deposit, it will be saying returned. It is released now. Back, entered, returned. End of story. Okay, security deposit is released and returned. So end of the class as well. We'll connect again next week because we have less than 1 minute. I don't want to start any new topic. Okay, thank you so much. We'll connect again next week. Thank you. Bye.
Yeah, bye.